just listening to the woman, because I don't think she really thought he was going to tell them what gender they were having. Then she was like, wait, are you serious?
I suppose they didn't want to know. I was going to say, maybe they didn't even want to know, but they were like, oh, sure.
Yeah, because they didn't think he was really going to say, right, you're having a girl.
Heather, get the news team on this. I want to find out how this happened. How did they possibly, how did Dustin Johnson get told to go up to a random couple on, I don't know.
I don't know, but he did it. All right, so after a very small crash, the Val Raven at Cedar Point had to close for some reviews. So apparently this happened on Wednesday. One train crashed into another parked train in the loading station.
Oh.
And the guests that were on the ride had to be evaluated by the park's first aid, and then they were, escorted safely off the ride. I've never even heard of this ride.
The Val Raven?
This is how long it's been since I've been to Cedar Point.
It opened a few years ago.
Yeah.
I see that. I had no idea.
I have heard of the Val Raven, but when you first said it, there was a small crash on a roller coaster. I'm not sure there's such a thing.
Well,
but you're right. If it's just a collision.
It sounds like one of the cars was already parked, and then the other one came in a little too quickly and crashed.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like they collided on, when one went down the big hill.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no explosion. People flying everywhere.
Yes, no, thank God.
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't chaos
No,
on the Val Raven.
It wasn't. So a trio of sharks attacked and killed a California college student who was vacationing in the Bahamas.
Are they going to say Dominican Republic?
No!
Because then it's even the sharks are in on it.
She was actually snorkeling with her family at the time of the attack, and her family members saw the sharks and tried to scream and warn her, but it was just too late. They couldn't alert her in time. And
3 sharks?
3.
You never hear about that.
No.
You always hear about, you think it's like the single shark.
Just circling.
The fin. Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah. Sucks.
Yeah, sure does suck. Now, another thing that also sucks, a Denver dad who was actually recently booted off of his flight home from the Dominican Republic after he became too sick to travel has died.
Oh my
Here's
God.
another one, another death in the Dominican Republic. Apparently, he had actually visited a local hospital before his flight. He was injected with some sort of medication, and he was told he's all clear to fly. You're safe. But when he got on the flight, he was sweating profusely and throwing up. So he was kicked off the flight, told to go to a hospital, and that's where he passed away.
He was basically sentenced to death when they kicked him off the flight because you're sick and we're going to send you back to the Dominican Republic.
His family tried to raise enough money and time to get basically a medevac to get him home, but they didn't have enough time.
All right. So where are we at now, Heather? 11?
Well, they say 11. I'd say it's way more than that. It's got to be like 12 or 13.
The Heather count is higher than that?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Gotcha.
All right, so if your company's hiring interns this summer, most likely they're going to be hiring Gen Zers. Those are the people born between the mid-90s and mid-2000s.
Okay.
And while it's great because they're very good at technology, they know how to do everything, they don't know how to do some basic office tasks, though. So you're going to need to watch out because apparently they don't know how to use landlines.
Were they talking to the wrong end, or?
You pick up a phone.
Yeah, and they don't know how to address an envelope or how to read cursive.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I mean,
so
the phone part.
Look out.
I mean, I can understand maybe transferring a call. Like I was like, may I help you? Yes, Heather Park, please. Please hold. And so, there's a series of buttons.
There's numbers?
Yeah.
What do I do? Hello?
But there's numbers on your cell phone.
Right.
That's the part
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
I know how to use landline. And then according to some people who have already dealt with these Gen Zer interns, they say they come in a little overconfident. They come in preparing to take selfies on the job, and they don't know office lingo. And one intern said that she tries to use office lingo that she sees on popular TV shows.
Like The Office?
Well, she said she got something off the show Billions.
Really? Like what?
Yes. She said to her boss,
margin call?
How about shorting this or that?
Nice.
Or she started calling her boss Axe.
Yeah, nice.
So look out, companies.
Watch out.
Yeah,
watch out. One of the benefits of sending your kids to sleepaway camp is they know how to address envelopes because they mail letters to them. Their parents.
I can't believe they don't have to address envelopes. Didn't your parents ever make them write thank you notes?
That's what I was going to say. It's their parents' fault.
Totally.
It's their parents' fault.
All right, 6:45 on 97.1 The Ticket. We're going to be joined in studio by Alan Trammell, the great Alan Trammell, the Hall of Famer, coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. But I want to talk to you about LK Orthopedics. Talk about a couple Hall of Famers, Dr. Letterman and Dr. Kordowitz. They want to help you live a pain-free life. If you're suffering from back pain, you know how debilitating it can be. It can basically make you feel like you don't want to get out of bed in the morning, and certainly never swing a golf club ever again. But that's not the case at LK Orthopedics, where they can help you live a pain-free life without surgery. If you're suffering from back pain, call LK Orthopedics today at 248-669-2000. That's 248-669-2000, and learn about their non-embryonic stem cells that are directly injected into your back to help your body regenerate healthy tissues, strengthen your back, and start living without pain. Almost all of the patients who've experienced stem cell therapy have experienced significant pain relief. So call today to learn more about it. Again, avoid surgery. Up to 80 to 90% of their patients successfully avoid surgery. 248-669-2000 or lkorthopedics.com on the web. Get better faster at LKO.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. When getting your estimates, call Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. 37 years in the business. Get the best quality at the best prices guaranteed. Call Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing at 800-924-2123. Mastercraftheating.com. It's still very slow on 75 southbound through Hamtramck. The crash after Kniff. Only one lane open. You're slow to before Kniff. Traffic also brought to you by Kroger. Find more ways to save at Kroger, like 2 extra fuel points for every $1 you spend on Simple Truth and Private Selection. Just download your digital coupon on the app or at Kroger.com. Restrictions apply. More ways to save. It's easy at Kroger. This is Catherine Leslie in the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
The Detroit Tigers host the Washington Nationals. Pre-game tonight at 6:45 on 97.1 The Ticket. This CBS Sports Minute is brought to you by SoldByMarkZ.com.
I'm Bill Ryder, the CBS Sports Minute. Forget Kyrie Irving. He is a malignancy in a locker room, and his talent, great though it is, was not enough to help that Boston Celtics team. The real win for Danny Ainge, given the landscape that now exists, is simple. It's the one that reportedly is before them. Go out and do the very thing Michael Jordan could not do. Convince Kemba Walker you believe in him. Kemba Walker won a national championship at UConn. Kemba Walker is beloved in a locker room, bereft of stars. Kemba Walker is the opposite of a guy who will throw teammates in Boston or elsewhere under the bus, and Kemba Walker is a hell of a basketball player. As a leader, as a point guard, as someone who will bring that Boston locker room back together, it is the absolute best solution. If you have a choice, Danny Ainge, in some twisted turn of fate between Kyrie Irving and Kemba Walker, the decision is simple. Kyrie, go to hell. Kemba, welcome to Boston. I'm Bill Ryder.
The sun is shining and the temperature is heating up, which means it is finally grilling season. This season, eat like the party never ends with Kingsford. Grill burgers, chicken, corn, brats, ribs, all kinds of food with that mouth-watering, dyed and gone-to-heaven flavor that only Kingsford can fire up. Pick up a bag of Kingsford charcoal at your local retailer and start something big. It's not a party if you're not eating good. You're not eating good unless you're eating food cooked with Kingsford.
Save on your next oil change at O'Reilly Auto Parts when you purchase 5 quarts of Valvoline conventional motor oil and a MicroGuard filter for $24.99. Plus, get a $5 O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card after mail-in rebate. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Buy and drive American. Matt Garko here at Bill Brown Ford. At Bill Brown Ford, we have a huge selection of vehicles born here in Detroit. From fuel-efficient SUVs to the F-150. Chances are the vehicle you're looking for was made right here in America.
All military and first responders save up to $2,000 on a new lease. Like F-150 XLT for $132 a month or an Escape SE for $147 a month.
Bill Brown Ford is proud to sell vehicles that our customers are proud to drive. Who's your Ford dealer? Weekday mornings.
Welcome to CBS This Morning.
Join Tony Tacoma, Anthony Mason and Gail King.
I'm excited for us.
Couple new faces, but same mission, right?
Yes, very much the same.
We're actually part of a tradition, but we're new.
Every day we get to pick a story that we'd like to share with all of you.
To make your day a little bit better and brighter. The stories you'll be talking about today.
The new CBS This Morning.
This is so big.
Weekday mornings.
That sound means only one thing. Dave Matthews Band Live. July 9th, DTE Energy Music Theater. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com and Ticketmaster. Don't miss Dave Matthews Band Summer Tour 2019.
Kelly and his Van Dodge and Warren has 2 for $222. 2 2019 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn 4-wheel drives for just $222 per month. A true sign and drive.
What are you waiting for? It only takes an hour for you to have your child's heart screened. Get your kid's heart checked at the Ernst Cardiovascular Center at Beaumont Hospital in Royal Oak. Details at 971theticket.com.
Now available for download. Always Aggravated. A Mike Valenti signature podcast. Get it on radio.com and Apple iTunes.
3-1 to count on Gallo. The pitch. Whoa, fly ball way back and gone and right. He hit it a mile back to the grandstands and right. Number 18 for Gallo. And the Rangers take a 1-0 lead here in the second.
Joey Gallo, the story. 2 for 3 in the afternoon, 2 solo homers. But as Stoney mentioned earlier, the concern for the Tigers, Spencer Turnbull, pitched 2 innings and left right afterwards. Concern about his shoulder. It's been diagnosed as shoulder fatigue. The MRI came back. I always find it weird when they say negative, but it's positive.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
Negative
Negative means positive.
Yes, negative means positive in this particular instance. Tigers really don't do much offensively. Harold Castro 3 for 4. Gordon Beckham 2 for 4. And that's it. 3-1 the loss.
Hey, Miggy with an RBI.
Miggy did have the lone RBI and a sac fly.
Yeah, he's got, I think, 31 RBIs on the season.
The Tigers are 2-20 in their last 22 games at Comerica Park. They will take on the Nationals tonight as a 3-game series begins. Anibal Sanchez against Daniel Norris. Now, the Tigers are...
They're 26-50, Jamie. I did this up.
I don't think they're going to get back to 500. Is that your question?
No.
You want to put a Twitter poll up?
No, not at all. But I was just checking, and we'll address this with the manager of the 2003 team. At this point in 2003, they were 18-58. I don't know. It's going to go down to the wire because with the injuries.
You're talking about a 119 loss team?
Yeah.
That Stoney, they would have to
They're
break
a month
that.
ahead.
They would win 16 more games to get 42. That's not happening. As bad as they are. They are 10-33 in their last 43 games.
But here's the other reason, Gov. Some of their best players
are gone.
They might trade too.
I don't think it matters because they're really not doing any good lately. Nick Castellanos, I'm telling you what, I don't think he's getting enough attention. He has been pathetic, and he's absolutely killing himself financially.
Yeah, but we've always thought this about Nick. Nick is a good player on a bad team here in Detroit. Back when he started out as an everyday third baseman, after they traded away Prince Fielder.
Right.
I mean, he's been okay. He's had some nice stretches.
But he never catapulted to the next level that people thought and hoped.
I mean, look, we understand based on the attendance, based on everything, that the Tiger fan interest right now in this team is minimal. So I'm not going to try to force Tiger talk down your throats. But for the Tiger fans who are still out there, I am curious, if you look at this baseball team right now, is there any best case scenario for the 2019 Tigers? Or, I mean, really, the best case scenario simply is what they get back for Shane Green, Matthew Boyd, and potentially Castellanos, right? That's it. That's the list.
I was looking at, I think it was Bleacher Report last night, and they had a list of probable trades, possible trades of all the people, Bumgarner, people like that at the deadline who are, going to be moved. And now that, Washington is maybe now in buyer mode. Anyway, for the Tigers, the three, They had Shane Green going to St. Louis. They had Matthew